Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and selamat sejahtera. Okay, for this week, I will focus on schools and society, but it is more on how to improve the interactions and relationship between school and society. So I hope you will be able to be patient with me for about 20 minutes. Okay, we're going to discuss in depth things that I consider important, and lots of people, especially the management team, actually neglect this kind of stuff, or they do not aware. And perhaps we can share lots of things later on through our discussions in the YouTube and through your assessment. Okay, so this will be the second last of my presentation. I will have another upload after this, but let us look at this first. Okay, when it comes to school and society, it's very important for us to maintain a very harmony relationship between both sides. Okay, and that's why sebelum berinteraksi dengan masyarakat, it's very important for teachers to know the composition of the society. Okay, and then at the same time focusing on the components of the society, because these components and the composition of the society basically the one that yang membentuk masyarakat itu sendiri. When it comes to component, maksud saya contohnya seperti simbol dalam masyarakat ataupun language, bahasa yang digunakan di dalam masyarakat, nilai, kepercayaan, kalau kita pergi lebih dalam lagi, kita lihat kepada populasi masyarakat itu sendiri, kita melihat kepada budaya masyarakat itu sendiri, organisasi sosial yang you boleh dapati dalam satu masyarakat, dan juga institusi sosial. Setengah sekolah yang lain, some of the scholars, they believe that the basic elements of the society basically boleh dilihat kepada in terms of sejauh mana sistem keadilan ataupun kaedah cara keputusan dibuat di dalam masyarakat terbentuk. So basically sociologists came out with so many theories about the component and composition of the society. Alright? Okay, regardless of that, whatever that our scholars says about this component and composition of society, okay, it is very important for school teacher to understand in terms of power structure in a society and how basically a decision is being made in the society. Okay, bagaimana keputusan dibentuk dalam masyarakat. Contohnya yang saya nampak pada ketika ini, makcik bawang ataupun the power of viral stuff from Facebook, from internet, from the Instagram actually can actually becomes a power structure in making a decision for the society. Ini disebabkan oleh akses ataupun capaian terhadap media ataupun informasi pada zaman sekarang berbeza daripada zaman dahulu. Okay, itu satu benda. And then we have to look into the mass media and the role it plays by the media itself. That's why I'm saying just now, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter boleh membantu membentuk persepsi masyarakat terhadap sekolah ataupun persepsi sekolah terhadap masyarakat. Okay, it plays basically dua-dua sekolah dan masyarakat actually influence each other. It depends mana yang lebih proaktif dalam memainkan peranan. Okay, contohnya Contohnya mass media menjadikan kita sedar terhadap sesuatu isu, memberikan kita maklumat terkini ataupun update tentang pelbagai perkara yang berlaku dalam masyarakat, dan pada masa yang sama mass media ni lebih kepada boleh dikatakan bersifat mendidik ataupun menginformasikan kita tentang sesuatu perkara yang berlaku dalam masyarakat. Okay, alright. We need to be aware as well of the hopes and expectation of the society towards educations. Adakah masyarakat kita ini mementingkan kepada result ataupun keputusan peperiksaan? Okay. Ataupun tidak? Okay. Depends, dia bergantung. So, saya pernah lihat ataupun menghadiri diskusi di antara one professors among the professors, and this one particular professors from Singapore, he said that at first Singapore cuba mengelakkan memberi terlampau banyak peperiksaan kepada para pelajar. Okay, they actually try to implement that kind of policy, and the orientations of the school is basically lebih kepada cuba bebas daripada peperiksaan ataupun assessment. But somehow that kind of policy did not work well, because masyarakat sudah terbiasa bahawa setiap tahun perlu ada keputusan. Anak-anak perlu ada keputusan sama ada dapat A, B, C ataupun D, so that they could move on. Dan keputusan ini digunakan sebagai satu neraca timbangan, satu kind of a judgment material, it's not judgment material, sebagai satu bahan kayu pengukur, even though it's very relative, untuk menentukan sama ada pembelajaran berkesan ataupun tidak. And education for a society is very, very important. Okay, that's why society dekat Singapore basically kalau tak ada keputusan exam, tak tahu anak dia dapat A, B ataupun C, they don't feel ease about that. Okay, this what I understand from the discussion with these professors from Singapore. Okay, alright. That's one thing. Or perhaps maybe the expectation of the society towards education is slightly different according to the context, according to the place as well. Contohnya, mungkin for example, sekolah-sekolah di pantai timur, kaedah orientations ataupun kaedah orientasi terhadap agama is slightly higher readiness ataupun higher consciousness compared to the masyarakat dekat sekolah-sekolah dekat pantai barat. Ataupun contohlah, saya ambil contoh yang very obvious. Katakanlah, let's say that you are the principals at sekolah pantai timur, and then you want your students to join these cheer group competitions, okay, yang melibatkan pelajar lelaki dan perempuan menari, for example. I don't think that's a good idea bagi sekolah-sekolah dekat pantai timur yang masyarakat setempat punya religious sensitivity is high. Tapi dekat pantai barat, I see some of the schools actually let the students to join cheers group competition or choir, something like that. Okay, so as a teachers, as a school, we need to be very delicate and careful when it comes to know this kind of things related to the society. And then perkara-perkara yang perlu dielakkan yang menjadi pantang atau tabu is something that try to be avoided. Memang kita tak nak benda tu berlaku. Contohnya waktu saya dekat US, if a teacher has relationship with the student, that is a big taboo to the extent that cikgu tu boleh buang sekolah. Dia ada issues in terms of masyarakat setempat tak boleh terima orang yang lagi berumur ada relationship dengan orang yang jauh lebih muda. To the extent that dia fikir, so kau pergi sekolah buat apa sebenarnya? Kau pergi betul-betul mengajar ataupun kau gunakan masa mengajar tu untuk mengorat pelajar? Itu isu dia. Okay, alright. So we need to be aware of kelompok yang mesra kepada pendidikan ataupun pro sekolah. Okay, apa-apa saja sekolah apa-apa saja yang sekolah lakukan, kelompok-kelompok ataupun this particular groups will support. Ini terdiri daripada ini biasanya terdiri daripada kumpulan-kumpulan alumni ataupun all boys association. Okay. Kelompok yang tidak mesra dengan aspirasi pendidikan suatu tempat atau negara. You'll see that as well. Contoh, bagi sekolah rendah jenis kebangsaan, terdapat beberapa grup yang tak selesa dengan sekolah rendah jenis kebangsaan. Okay, there are sentiments in terms of, usually what happens is more these groups are actually being influenced by the political groups. Okay, regardless of that, I mention this secara reality so that kita nampak contoh yang jelas. Okay, alright. Okay, so at the same time, school needs to be aware the salah faham masyarakat yang menjadi lompang atau loopholes yang perlu diperbetulkan. Okay, what I mean here is salah faham is a misunderstanding towards usually more on schools planning ataupun schools programs ataupun activities. And then the school teachers or the pengetua, the administration needs to fix the loophole so that the good relationship between school and society can actually be continued. Boleh diteruskan, will be continued. Okay, and then schools need to be aware of the saluran or channels to deliver the opinions towards the opinions of the societies towards education as well. Okay, because school and society cannot be separated. They are the same actually, even though little bit difference in terms of the role. And then administration of the school need to be aware of leaderships, leaders within society. And lastly, with social organization that actually has connections or relationship with schools. Contohnya mungkin ada NGO yang terlibat secara langsung dengan pihak sekolah. NGO ni mungkin terdiri daripada badan-badan kebajikan yang bergerak secara sendirian. Dan sekolah mungkin memerlukan khidmat ataupun consultations in terms of them coming to schools and teaching the students on how to make things ataupun how to organize things. Contoh macam when I was at school, pernah ada penglibatan dengan WWF. I think lebih kepada pemeliharaan dan pemeliharaan haiwan-haiwan yang semakin pupus. Itu antara contoh yang saya katakan di point J, organisasi sosial yang mungkin mempunyai kaitan dengan sekolah. Okay, now we move on. Okay, di antara perkara lain yang perlu diperhatikan dan dijaga oleh pihak sekolah yang mana ianya berkaitan dengan masyarakat ialah adat resam dan budaya, which is secara hidup and culture, habits dan sikap terhadap suatu perkara. Okay, pihak sekolah perlu mengepasti hal ini kerana salah percaturan akan menyebabkan salah faham dan reaksi negatif terhadap pihak sekolah. Okay, contohnya, polisi pihak sekolah yang tidak mesra dengan pengamalan dan pemahaman agama penduduk setempat. Okay. And then, due to this, reaksi penentangan yang kuat akan berlaku sekiranya hal ini dianggap temeh oleh pihak sekolah. Okay, katakanlah you nak buat kelas tuition pada hari Ahad dan among your students, 50% of them on Sunday, they usually go to church. Of course, ini kelas tuition tu looks very important. They are important to the students. But then because you make it on the Sunday, then the students could not come. So this actually creates commotion ataupun conflict between you and the parents and the student themselves. You understand that? Okay? Itu one of the examples. And then you have to be aware with population characteristics. For example, how many of the populations that actually finish schools and they are among the parents that actually finish schools. Okay? Adakah penduduk setempat majoriti berumur 45 tahun ke atas? Okay? Itu two questions. Ataupun adakah mereka terdiri daripada ibu tunggal? If, let's say, if imagine that half of your populations, parents population at your school is basically ibu tunggal. So, that will be difficult as well because I was thinking because if ibu tunggal ni biasanya cuma ada satu source of income because they are not living together with the parents. Ataupun berapa ramai daripada populasi yang tamat persekolahan mereka di kalangan ibu bapa. Katakanlah populasi, none of them among the parents actually finish school. That's very difficult for pihak sekolah to anjurkan program-program akademik. Because maybe I assume, maybe parents tak nampak kebaikan dia. Okay. Even though it looks very tiny and minuscule, nampak macam tak penting sangat. This affect the development of the school. Okay, saya kasih contoh kat sini. Sebagai contoh, sekiranya ramai ibu bapa berumur dianggarkan akan semakin kurang kemasukan pelajar tahun 1 atau peringkat sekolah rendah. Ini akan mempengaruhi keseluruhan sistem sekolah. Katakanlah sekolah tu sebelum tahun ni ataupun 5 tahun sebelum ni ramai pelajar preschool ataupun darjah 1, 2 dan 3. Okay. Jadi tumpuan pengajaran, kekuatan guru-guru lebih kepada yang lower standard ni, not lower standard, lower forms. Okay, mungkin after this pihak pengurusan need to change in terms of scheduling as well. Okay, dan pengagihan classroom dan jumlah classroom yang cikgu-cikgu patut dapat apabila jumlah pelajar semakin sikit. Okay. Okay, and then in terms of a communication channel, how does the students' parents actually receive their daily informations? Adakah melalui television, ataupun papers, ataupun internet, ataupun memo? But I notice nowadays most of the people use a WhatsApp communication. Tapi katakanlah, bayangkan if your students' parents actually do not have a phones or do not have a good internet. So how do you want to deliver the informations? Kalau dekat bandar maybe mudah, you just WhatsApp. But I don't think so dekat kawasan-kawasan pendalaman. Okay, so you need to be wise in choosing communication channels between you and the parents. Okay, so that maklumat yang disampaikan tu tepat dan mudah difahami. Ataupun mungkin the streaming ataupun the delivery of the information actually needs to be delivered through ketua kampung saja. Penduduk kampung cuma dengar cakap ketua kampung. Orang lain tak boleh, tak dengar. Okay, ada isu-isu macam tu yang berlaku dekat our schools. Okay. And then at the same time, we need to be aware of a small communities group. And then they have complexity and diversity, have their own interests. Okay. Some of the groups, these small community groups, basically maybe support schools. Some of them not really in concordance with school visions. So, and then at the same time, you as a teachers, you as a principal actually need their supports to make sure that program that has been implemented and is going on at schools boleh berjaya dengan ataupun berkesan. Understand that? Okay. Or perhaps maybe you expect them to contribute in terms of giving a resource ataupun in terms of financial help. Okay. And then we need to look into these two things. First, in terms of how much money the locals actually make per year, ataupun keadaan ekonomi penduduk setempat. Apakah sumber ekonomi penduduk setempat? Adakah pendapatan mereka tak stabil ataupun continuously stable over the year, ataupun pendapatan mereka only for certain parts of the year? Contoh nelayan, fishermen. Hujung tahun tak ada duit. Jadi anak-anak tak boleh bayar yuran sekolah, tak boleh bayar buku, tak boleh bayar whatsoever it is, because basically they don't have money. It's not that they don't want to learn, but they don't have money. So you as a school principals or school teachers, what should you do so that student actually have access to education despite mengalami masalah-masalah kekangan-kekangan kewangan yang lain. Alright. So these are the things that we need to be aware of, and lastly, political structure. Okay, secara ideal, basically school should be free from politics, but somehow it cannot be avoided. Cuma sebab kita ni adalah guru yang sentiasa mengikut arahan majikan. But it is a fact, school actually should be free from any political influence. However, that's very impossible. Impossible, mustahil, sebab each of us actually have our own orientations or political mileage towards specific issues, betul tak? Not all the time we can be neutral. This is how I see it. Okay, regardless of that, we need to bear in mind that duit yang diterima adalah daripada kerajaan, dan kerajaan adalah terdiri daripada mana-mana gabungan, okay, politik yang menang dalam pilihan raya. Anda perlu bijak membuat keputusan. That's one thing. Second thing is, katakanlah you dapat sumbangan daripada ahli politik. Dan ahli politik tu decide that, okay, cuma you, cikgu, pengetua, tuan pengetua, ni duit sumbangan daripada parti saya. Saya nak cuma orang-orang tertentu saja. Orang ini saja yang dapat sumbangan daripada saya. Dan mereka yang berlainan faham politik tak patut dapat sumbangan politik daripada saya. Contoh. That's not, you as a pengetua, you know that that's wrong, because regardless of whatever orientation the students bring to the school, okay, di parti PAS ke, parti PH ke, parti PN ke, whatever it is, because the main identity is that she is our students. And as a students, they have total rights to receive help from schools. Can? Alright. Okay. So these are the things that I need to mention when it comes to this topic. It seems very tiny, puny, tak berapa penting, tapi bila kita fikir-fikir balik, yes, they are actually very important. Alright, as for the activities, you don't have to do it again. You don't have to do this first. I just want you to tengok dulu, baca je. Baca saja. Nanti saya akan beritahu bila you kena buat aktiviti-aktiviti ni. Okay, nombor 1. Apakah struktur politik yang boleh mempengaruhi keputusan dan tindakan sekolah ke atas pelajar berdasarkan kepada pengalaman anda? Bagaimanakah anda menguruskan konflik yang timbul kemudian sekiranya ada? Okay. Apakah strategi-strategi yang boleh anda lakukan sekiranya Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia telah meletakkan visi sekolah anda, iaitu membantu penduduk setempat agar lebih bertanggungjawab terhadap kualiti pendidikan yang disediakan oleh sekolah? Apakah rancangan tindakan anda bagi menjayakan vision tersebut? Okay. With that, okay, again, you don't have to do anything. You have just to listen, because later on I will ask you to do some assignments. But not now, but not today. Okay, so kita habiskan surah kita dengan tasbih kifarah, surah Al-Asr. Okay, and for the non-Muslims, I wish you all the best. Okay, bye. Assalamualaikum.